Okay, so let's continue our chapter, structural organization. So first of all, we are discussing epithelial tissue. So animal tissues are classified into 4 types: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue or muscular tissue, neural tissue or the nervous tissue. So on this, the first one is epithelial tissue. Epithelium is a sheet of cells that covers an external or the internal surface. It forms a protective covering on the outside of the body, and it also functions like lining of body cavities, ducts and passageways. Okay, epithelium is a sheet of cells that covers an external or internal surface. It forms a protective covering on the outside of the body. It also functions as a lining of body cavity, ducts and the passageways. Next, we are discussing the characteristics of epithelial tissue. So, this epithelial tissue made up of variously shaped cells, oval, polygonal, like that. Okay, and these cells are closely attached. Each protective barriers are closely attached. Then, these tissues are avascular. Avascular means they are devoid of blood vessels. So devoid of blood vessels, that is known as avascular. Then they obtain nutrients from the tissue underneath. Okay. Then very good power of repair or regeneration after an injury. That means if suppose a wound occurs in our body, normally the wound get healed within few days. Okay, so the power of regeneration or power of repair is occurring in this epithelial tissue. So these are the characteristics of the epithelial tissue. Let's recollect the characteristics. It is made up of variously shaped cells closely attached to each protective barriers, and they devoid of blood vessels, that is known as avascular. Then they obtain nutrient from the tissue underneath, and very good power of repair or regeneration after an injury. Okay, and the functions of this epithelium is subjected to wear, tear and injury. It cells divide and produce new cells to replace those that destroyed. Okay, so the main functions of the epithelium are: it provide the physical protection, and provide specialized secretion, and control permeability, and provide sensation. Okay, so these are the main functions of the epithelial tissue. What are the functions? It provides physical protection. That means it acts as a barrier, and it provides specialized secretions, and they provide sensation. Okay, and it control permeability. Permeability means it allows the particles to enter into our body. So this epithelial cells controls the permeability. Okay, so these are the different types of epithelial tissue. Your textbook having different type of pictures. So this was a picture of different types of epithelial tissue. These are different types of epithelial tissue. This one is cuboidal. The name indicates that cube-like appearance. Column-like epithelium, that is known as columnar. Okay, then the pseudo-stratified and stratified, and the simple squamous. Stratified means layered. Layered epitheliums are known as stratified. Okay, so let's check the types of epithelial tissue. Normally, the epithelial, based on their structure and the function, the epithelial tissues are classified into 2 main groups. That is, covering epithelium and the glandular epithelium. Based on the structure and function, the epitheliums are categorized into 2 types. That is, covering epithelium and the glandular epithelium. Okay, on this covering epithelium, depending on the number of layers, again it classified into simple epithelium and the compound epithelium. So simple epithelium means having only one layer. Simple epithelium means having only one layer of cells, and the compound epithelium means compound epithelium. So this is an example for the simple epithelium. It's having only one layer, but here the so many layers are seen. Okay. So the simple epithelium and the compound epithelium. So simple epithelium and the compound epithelium are the part of the covering epithelium. Okay. Basically the epithelial tissues are classified into 2 types: covering epithelium and the glandular epithelium. So simple epithelium means it is a single layered. So simple epithelium again divided into simple squamous epithelium and the simple cuboidal epithelium and simple columnar epithelium. So the squamous, cuboidal and the columnar based upon their structure. Okay. So first of all we are discussing simple squamous epithelium. So it is a thin, flat, discoidal. Discoidal means disc shape or polygonal. Okay, and arranged like the tiles. Arranged like the tiles are arranged on the floor. Okay, that's why it is known as pavement epithelium. Pavement epithelium. So due to its wavy appearance, it also called tessellated epithelium. Tessellated epithelium. So the simple squamous epithelium is thin, flat, discoidal, and the polygonal, and it acts as a pavement epithelium. Okay, that means it arranged like the tiles on the floor. And the location of this simple squamous epithelium, that line of the heart, blood vessels, alveoli, Bowman's capsule. Lines of the heart, blood vessels, alveoli. Where we can see this alveoli? Alveoli is the part of our lungs. Alveoli is the gaseous exchanging part of the lung is known as alveoli. Then the Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule is the part of our kidney. That means nephron. Okay. Then the function means allows passage of materials by diffusion and filtration, secretes lubricating substances, and these are the functions of this simple epithelial tissue. What are the functions? That allows passages of materials. That's why we are telling that is permeability. It allows the particles to comes into our body. Okay, and filtration, then secrete lubricating substance. So this is about simple squamous epithelium. This is about simple squamous epithelium. Next we are discussing simple cuboidal epithelium. Simple cuboidal epithelium. Okay, so the name indicates that it is single layer and the cube-like cells. Cube-like cells with round nuclei. Cube-like cells with round nuclei. You can see here. So this is an example for this one is an example for the cuboidal epithelium. So here it's seen in a cube-like shape and round nucleus. The center portion, the circle portion, that is the round nucleus will be seen in the cuboidal epithelium. Okay, so once again I am repeating the simple cuboidal epithelium features. It is composed of single layer of cube-like cells with round nuclei located in the center of the cell. Located in the center of the cell, and commonly found in the ducts of glands and the tubular part of the nephrons in the kidney. It commonly found in the duct. Duct means vessels. Duct of the gland and the tubular part of the nephron. It also forms the geminal epithelium which produce gametes. Okay. In PCT of nephron, cuboidal cells bear microvilli are called brush border cells. Later we will discuss in human physiology portion the excretion. On that we will study the PCT and the DCT. PCT means proximal convoluted tubule. It's a part of our human nephron. PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, so the simple cuboidal epithelium, the location is it found in the ducts of glands and the tubular part of the nephron in the kidney. In PCT of nephron, cuboidal cells bear microvilli and are called brush bordered cells. That means in PCT, that means in proximal convoluted tubule of the nephron, the cuboidal cells having finger-like projections. Okay, that finger-like projections looks like a brush. That finger-like projections looks like a brush. Okay. Then the function is it involved in the secretion, absorption, excretion and the gamete formation. So what are the functions? Secretion, absorption, excretion and the gamete formations are the functions of the simple cuboidal cells. Simple cuboidal cells. Okay. So next we are discussing about the once more is the simple cuboidal, and we are discussing simple columnar. Okay, so simple columnar same as the simple cuboidal. So here the cells are column-like. Only one difference, that means the cells are column-like. Only the difference, that is the cells are column-like. So looks here the simple columnar epithelium, that means single layered thin column-like cells are present. So these are mainly found in the GI tract. GI tract means stomach to anus. Stomach to anus, a cavity. A canal is the GI tract, gastrointestinal tract. Okay, so these are mainly seen in the GI tract. So simple columnar epithelium seen in the GI tract. And the gallbladder is an organ seen in the human body, gallbladder. Okay, and the excretory it's seen in the gallbladder, and the functions like absorption, secretion of mucus, enzymes, other functions. Okay, absorption and secretion of mucus, enzymes and other substances are the functions of the simple columnar epithelium. Okay, so we discussed here the type of epithelium. On this, we discussed that the epithelial tissues are classified into two types. The two main are covering epithelium and the glandular epithelium. So covering means it giving protection. So covering epithelium again classified into two types based on their layers, that is simple epithelium and the compound epithelium. Simple epithelium means it having only one layer. Compound epithelium means it having many layers thick. Okay. So simple epithelium again classified into simple squamous epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, and the simple columnar epithelium. Okay, so the simple squamous means thin, flattened, discoidal or polygonal cells. Simple cuboidal means the single layer cube-like cells, and the simple columnar means the column-like cells. Okay, and they have the ability to produce mucus. So the simple columnar cells are seen in our GI tract. GI tract means gastrointestinal tract. GI tract means gastrointestinal tract. Next, we are discussing ciliated epithelium. So you will get the idea what is ciliated epithelium. The cuboidal or columnar cells which having the cilia on their surface, that is known as ciliated epithelium. Cuboidal or the columnar cells which having the cilia on their surface is known as ciliated epithelium. Okay, so the location of this ciliated epithelium is bronchioles. Bronchioles means it's a part of the respiratory system. Fallopian tube, it is a part of the female reproductive tract. So where the mucus is in our body, on that area the ciliated epithelium is seen. On where the mucus is seeing, mucus kapham, okay, on that area this ciliated epithelium is seeing. So location bronchioles, fallopian tubes, etc. Then the etc. So the function is to move particles or mucus in a specific direction. So the function of the ciliated epithelium is to move the particles or mucus in a specific direction. Next, we are discussing the pseudo-stratified epithelium. Pseudo means false. Pseudo means false. Stratified means the epithelium has a single layer of column cells, but it appears two-layered. That is pseudo-stratified. Actually, that epithelium having only one layer, but it looks like a two-layered structure. Okay, that is pseudo-stratified. So some basal cells are small in size and do not reach up to free surface. Okay, so the tall cells have an oval nuclei, whereas the smaller cells have a round nuclei. The pseudo-stratified epithelium mainly seen in the portion of the larger bronchi and the trachea, salivary gland, okay, and the urethra of the human male. So the pseudo-stratified epithelium, it having only single layer, but it looks like a two-layered cells. That is pseudo-stratified epithelium, and this is seen in the this portion will be seen in the urethra of the human male, then the large bronchi and the trachea. So it's very important to study the location of each epithelium on the according to need portion. It is very important to study the which portion, the location of the each portion. Clear it is? So I hope all you can understand this portion, the simple epithelium. Next, the portion remaining, that is compound epithelia. So we will discuss compound epithelia in the next class. Okay.